Hello everybody, I'm Raphael Perry and it's time for some more Whispers of the Eyeless because it just got a brand new patch today. Well, I mean technically it's after midnight so it's not really today anymore, but now I have an opportunity to record, so it still counts as far as I'm concerned, and it's definitely been less than 24 hours. The new patch brings lots of bug fixes, tweaks, changes to core gameplay mechanics, and all of the rest of the playable first act of the story, so I'm all here for that. A new save is absolutely recommended. So let's go for it. Campaign, 5 days, new save. Let's ditch this one, because so many things may have changed, we don't really know what's going to happen. So let's just go for it now. Keep the tutorial on because new tutorial pop-up windows have been enabled and all sorts of new stuff. Let's just approach this the same way as that famous author whose name I cannot remember, who said, "The past is a foreign country. They do things differently there." I mean, a bit of a nonsensical way of saying it, but let's try to take that approach and just see what's new. We'll go for profit, the intended gameplay experience again. Because so many things have changed, we don't know what's easier and harder. Faith needs notoriety have now been added into the difficulty settings. Here we go. I did say I'd like to try a bit of a madness focused playthrough next, so we'll see how that goes this time. Just invest a few points into madness early on and then develop the three aspects of wrath. It wasn't lust, was it? It was passion or something, and madness, as befits the needs of those who worship the old forgotten gods, the ancient ways. The candles are extinguished, but light still glows in this chamber from the eye sockets of that skull, wafting up like faint smoke or incense from its empty orbs of darkness. Come on, game, how much longer are you going to take to load? And there we go. Wow.
Aranthor, the site of my ancestors' greatest failure. An age has passed since the War of Faith, and the dead gods have all but been forgotten. Aranthor waits, yearns for their return. I will not fail. The front gate is watched. I will find my way in the dark. Well, well. Those who most need the light of the living gods are furthest from it.
Mouse over the scene to find interactable elements. Left click to activate. Activating elements may unlock choices. Activate an interactable element to continue.
Madness's cackling echoes in my mind.
Choices are shown as text on the screen. Golden laurel skulls will advance the scene and are mutually exclusive. Left click to choose an action. You may wish to search the scene fully to make sure you have found all available actions.
Desire's longing swells in my heart. Wrath's feral urges burn in my blood.
I did say we'd invest in a little madness.
I am the first prophet of the dead gods. I will guide their ascension. The void can be a comfort. Behold! The lies of the living gods can be glimpsed within. fate can be changed. Follow. Yes, follow. The web awaits us.
Oh, these poor deluded fools have gouged out their eyes.
I have much work to do. This tunnel, it leads to the dungeons.
And to the dungeons we shall go. My tale began. The gods offered their blessings, and I chose accordingly. Blessings only last for the current tale. That is to say, blessings last only for the current tale. Left-click to select and confirm a blessing to continue. Fixed skin for protection. Desire. Horror is a madness blessing. Enemy damage minus 5% per active gift. We don't have much by way of gifts. These are blessings. So we have no active gifts, right. Desperation is a common blessing of wrath. +5 counter per attack until hit received. Ravenous beast, you know what, we'll go for fixed skin for now. There we go. Right click or left click and drag to equip your blessings. You can equip up to 4 common blessings and 2 rare blessings. Equip both common blessings to continue. There we go. The Prophet's health and block, sanity and loot are shown here. Hover over each to learn more. Health. Once depleted, combat ends in defeat. Block is reset to initial block value after each combat. Not that we currently have an initial block value. Sanity is the Prophet's ability to wield the god's gifts. When reaching 0 sanity, sanity damage is lowering health instead. Loot modifies all the resources gathered during the tale. Hover over the elements to learn what they may contain. Left click to explore an event to continue. We have a blessing, an opportunity to rest, and some treasure.
Peculiar, the lack of gods.
The gods approve of my progress. We have a staff. Let's see. Dark Imitation is a madness rare blessing. Steal up to 10 enemy block each time an enemy receives it. That sounds great, but there's not likely to be much enemy block in this run. Blood for blood. A rare wrath blessing. +1 counter per attack. Oh, we've seen that before. But it was a more common version. Resurgent Beast also wrath. Revive with 50 health if defeated. You know what? We'll go for that. Treasure. I had thought the dungeons too risky for the smugglers to utilize. We can gain a relic. Let's just hold off and take the gold. Then we'll go rest. A scavenger. In the dungeons, enemies may attack you when you explore events. You have no choice but to fight. And fight we shall. Each turn, the Prophet's actions are played first, followed by the enemies. Before starting a turn, you must select your actions and passive. So far, so familiar. Right-click or left-click and drag to select 2 standard attacks for this turn. We have our standard attack, meditation, bewitching strike, damage 14, standard damage +2. Okay, so that's +2 damage boost for the next attack. That is special +1. Okay. Mania. Apply Mania +1. Okay. Manning. Okay, we're done there. That's good. We have applied that. Why will you not accept this? Ah, it wanted me to do 2 actual standard attacks. Maneuver passive. Okay, fine. With your actions and passive set, you may begin your turn. Okay, so we're going for a high special boost here. Oop. Gifts can be activated between turns. Activate a gift to continue. This feels... Oh, wait. Yes. Then, if we recover some of our own and try that. What's this? Okay, the gods have your back. Excellent. Let's try this, and we have Dominate. Enemy status effects, there are none in place, so it's all good. I think... Okay. Let's try that. That would have been our special coming off. What's this? Staff special. Negates effects of next enemy utility action. That's fine. We'll go to regular attack and pump up our special bar. Run away, scavenger.
Contest.
Gold and promises. If we had the ability to channel desire respect, that would be good. Okay, give cost minus 5, but okay. The occupant within was long deceased. I found his company agreeable. I will reorganize my loot. You have found the exit key. Be warned, the exit is guarded by a more powerful enemy, and I am ready. Oh, I can click on the door as well. I like the way it lights up and gets colourful when I mouse over it. Be left over. Ah yes, this abomination. 58% is a bit low. On failure, gives cost +4. Well, might as well. Requires chambers renovation 1. Okay, fine. Once the special bar is filled, your next attack action will automatically trigger your special technique. Hover over the special bar to learn more. Debilitating staff, negate next enemy utility action, that's probably good. Mind, special blessing, damage +4 next turn. Okay, so critical negation, both nasty. Let's go like that for a moment. Focus on stirring up the special bar. This is a road to power. Look at this hideous creature abandoned by the old gods. Gifts require sanity to activate. You can replenish sanity with a meditation action, but it does dwindle as you do so. Passive +1 up to 1. Oh, right, yeah. Try. Why not? Alright, we need... You can view your enemies' available actions as well as their passive. Enemies have a 33% chance to activate their passive on a turn. So, does this mean with two passives, it has two rolls? Quite probably. All status effects -2, good for bleed. There's a mania going me on the foe. Oh, bad miss. Mania's going on the foe. We'll keep up the fight, but yeah, we're healthy enough to not need to use the power of lycanthropy just yet. Although with misses like that, that's not ideal. Okay, look, we just need to keep working that status down. Get those hits in. Let's steal a little health. It's not much, but it's something. And work that bleed down. Because he keeps applying it. So we're just going to keep this passive up. They're doing the same damage, and if we can get that sanity down, we can do quite a bit more. Oh yes. So now we just keep working our way through the bleed, and victory is ours. We're leaving the dungeon now, so it doesn't particularly matter. Take playful indulgence, why not? It is time to travel to the Sanctum and gather your loot. It is indeed. We have 40 experience, a sword, and a staff. 10 insight, 5 faith. 30 gold. Fair enough. We were victims of our pride, and the whispers of the gods left us. Well, you can stay here, old sort. This is our sanctuary now. Behold, a tome of forgotten knowledge awaits us, filled with scribbles and diagrams that we have yet to divulge the meaning of. No, to divulge is to tell to people. It's the other one.
I often long for the solitude I once knew. And yet...
You will manage your cult from within the Sanctum. You can navigate the Sanctum with the W, A, S, and D keys, or the on-screen arrows. Follow the exclamation mark to your first objective. Down here by Tails. There's another one over there as well. The cult's primary resources are shown here. Hover over each to learn more. We have whispers, gathered by awakened and idle cultists, primarily used in sacrifices. Can also be used in events and raids. Awakened. Those in Aranthor that hear the dead gods. 5 awakened generate a whisper each day. Cultists are the main workforce of the Sanctum. They can be used in sacrifices and raids. Gold, currency for buying and selling other resources on the black market, can also be used for bribes in events and raids. Supplies are used to repair, expand rooms, and equip disciples. Secrets are used for interactions in the city and for espionage. And relics are used for renovations, artifacts, and the strongest improvements. The cult's secondary resources, faith, needs, and notoriety, are shown here. Faith is a representation of your cult's conviction and belief in the dead gods. Each cultist lowers faith by 2%. Higher levels of faith reduce needs rate of increase. Needs are the cult's physical and spiritual cravings. Increases faster with lower levels of faith. At 100%, your cultist will issue a demand. And notoriety indicates Aranthor's awareness of your cult. When it reaches 100%, a raid will be dispatched to investigate the Sanctum, probably best avoided early on. Chambers! Exclamation mark. The Prophet's level and available skill points can be seen here. Click the level up icon to open the skills menu and assign available skill points. The Prophet's currently equipped items are shown here. Click any item to open the items menu. Oh well. The Prophet's currently equipped gifts are shown here. Click on any gift to open the gifts menu. The Prophet's currently equipped special blessing is shown here. Left mouse button the special blessing to open the special menu. Hint: the Chamber's info panel ? The Chamber's ? Info panel. Discuss the room's mechanics in detail. Well, we have a sword. Same damage as the staff. Reduced damage of next incoming attack by 50%. That's really nice. I presume that's a special. Defensive strike action, sure. We've used this before. It's proved quite useful. Nothing extra for armor. Gifts. We do have a new gift. Okay, let's see. Enemy sanity minus 12. You know what? Let's steal the enemy special. It may come in useful. Followers, nothing. Perhaps they can accompany us on missions. Nothing new here yet.
Many trials
Strength, cunning, and
ahead,
wisdom.
but for now there is peace.
Let's get a little cunning. There we go. Where is the question mark? There's supposed to be a question mark on many screens that have helpful information. Ah, there. Every 5 points spent on attribute. Yeah. Weapons and armor. Okay. Got it. Now, we have writings.
What has become of this ancient sanctuary?
Travel to Aranthor and attempt your first tale while the cultists busy themselves repairing the sanctum, which will end the day. Nothing here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, apparently. Very well then. Choose a district to travel to. Let's take the only available option. Make a note of resources you will gain after a successful tale in Old Town. Events in Old Town will increase notoriety by 1%, however, 10% insight, 2 relics, 10 awakened. You have selected a tale in the Old Town. It is time to depart.
Each sigil of shame fluttering in the bitter wind, names a banished bloodline.
I travelled to the boroughs. Gentle orange light spilled from the boarded-up windows of the most dilapidated homes. I glimpsed the shadows of many dispossessed moving within. We can have protection again, always good. Apply bleed on critical. We don't have a high critical chance. Apply corrode on evasion. Again, we don't have high evasion. Special +2 per gift active. We don't really have much by way of gifts. Tales in Old Town are very different from the dungeon. You must move through the district to collect the resources you wish to gather. Move to the cultist event with a left click to continue. Yeah, that's fine. I will do that. Go away. Their eyes met mine, and a silent understanding was formed. They will find their way to the sanctum. Beware of monitored grounds. These zones are watched and you may be attacked while moving through them. Combat in monitored grounds does not grant experience or blessings. This is the region exit. You can choose to end the tale and return to the Sanctum or move on to the next region in Old Town, not recommended before level 5. Well, we are not level 5, we're level 2 or 1. This equipment was in good condition. What was it doing in Old Town? We'll take it. We'll hold on to... the extra relic would be nice, but we'll hold on for now. Let's change path and avoid the monitored ground for now. A refugee. Let's duff him up. Let's maintain our passive maneuver for now. What do we need to... Chambers renovation volume. Number 2. Okay. Our blade cuts sharp. We probably shouldn't carry this so openly in the streets. It's a more obvious hostile weapon than a staff or dagger. But it is proving rather effective for us. Yes, I remember you and your desperate cry.
Your future erased!
Let's keep our defenses strong. Oh, that's a lot of armor. Okay.
Reality is relative.
Did we give him that? Not necessarily. Well, let us strike. You poor deluded fool. It's actually doing a decent bit of damage though, so you want to watch that.
I prevail, as expected.
Oh, I didn't even equip it. You know what? Initial block plus 20. I like that. Although focusing on blocks in the last run led me to trouble. More equipment. We'll take it and we'll go through here and risk a fight, which was avoided. The wild dog of the streets will leave me well alone if it knows what's good for it. It might cause bleeding though, so... Ow, okay. Who's the dog now? It might be interesting to try and develop a build that does a lot of sanity damage. But for now, we're just working with the tools we've got. Oh, it went up on its hind legs, man. We know it's dangerous there.
A commendable effort. Futile, but commendable.
Yes, run away with your tail between your legs. What's this? Rapid recovery. Good on the special cooldown. Sanity replenishment. They're both good, but we're not using a lot of sanity yet, so we'll go with that one. And head out of here. Oh, the thief. Well then. You are nasty. Critical damage, high damage, very high damage. That would be not quite nice. Why is this not available? These are. Do I need something higher? Chambers renovation 4? Well, I'll be swapping that back out later on, won't I, for this one? looks like we're just fighting for a bit. Oh, look how low our special bar is compared to the 12 of the staff. Okay. Give me something nice. Okay, so good for a sanity build. That we already have. Okay, just like stealing their special. Sanity plus temper attack. Okay, and I have this. I'm okay.
The web
that.
sings.
Give it a shot. Nice. And we'll be going for regular attacks for a few turns after that. I think we have this.
My will is infinite.
And it may just be a matter of time and a little bit of luck. Might as well, you know, sway the odds a little in our favour. As we're only trying to get through the day. Is this like when two girls turn up to a party and they both got the same hairstyle and... Probably not. Right. Gotta watch that health. Oh, double evasion. That's potentially very bad for us. One more turn. I think we know what's happening here. Let's recover some of that sanity so we don't lose even more health. Right, lady. Here we go. Oh, that evasion is just causing us major trouble. We could almost do a little bit ourselves. Come on, 7 damage. Oh, so close. And there we are.
Reflections shatter and are reborn.
Take the madness one. We get out of here. We don't have the levels to push further yet. We got awakened, relics, supplies, insight, faith, notoriety, and of course experience points for our prophet. The mad moon rides in the sky.
Whispers as intimately as I. So it begins.
The altar thrums with power. The prophet can now commune with the dead gods directly. Travel to Aranthor and complete a side quest. Find and complete the side quest. Okay, that sounds like something positive. Prophet. The remains of the forsaken rabble you encountered on your journey to the sanctum have graced us with their presence, seeking asylum. Do they actually seek divine truth, or have the living gods simply broken them? Does your invitation still stand? Let's... We will offer asylum to their minds by turning them over to the care of the Broken One. Such divine beneficence would give us more madness and relics, but let's just get the extra cultists for now. Also, we got all... Workshop. What do these things do? Requires 10 medicines. Yes, but what do they... These appear to be cosmetic. I'd like it if there was... Oh, hello. Uncertainty grows in this cultist's heart and mind. Offer them a blessing from one of the gods to reassure them and prevent discontent in the cult. You'd have to be mad to have no faith in us. We do get a big exclamation mark here. All of these have exclamation marks. Why? Hall of Faithful requires a curator. Progressive story to unlock. Okay. And of course we have all these things that we can do in future. For now, though, there's a skull.
Is this how others pass through life?
What's here? What's going on here? Ah, of course. We have a level. 2 skill points. Let's spread our development early. Yeah, so look, that... yes, that wasn't working well for us. We'll go back to this one. Because apparently, this requires renovations. And we should absolutely be looking to do this. Common blessing. No, we're going for this. Before each combat event, the prophet may attempt to embody an aspect of one of the gods to gain combat bonuses. It may be worth looking into this, or renovate madness. Rare blessings. Let's hold off for now. Go to Side Quest Central.
Old
These have changed a little, apparently.
Home of the undesired, the lowly, the shunned. A sigil for every soul banished to Old Town. A permanent reminder that their gods have forsaken them. Girl, do not despair. You are not unwanted. They call to you. Listen. Hear them. The arrogance of the living gods will be their undoing. I will awaken Old Town and bring salvation to all those abandoned within.
We are now within the city of Aranthor. Only the one district seems to be available to us. During the day, seek awakened reckonings and unique district events. Well, Old Town, many districts, and a skull. The skull is calling.
The web of fate trembles. The lighthouse foundation will soon fall into the sea.
Oh, hello.
A tragedy awaits Old Town. Madness's comfort will be needed.
What of the children? What of my other?
A tragedy awaits Old Town. Madness's comfort will be needed.
I can click over here. Interesting.
The little ones have potential. The web would welcome them.
They can come and go unsuspected among the streets. Let us save the little ones.
Hear the whispers, children, and know the love of the dead gods.
Their minds are young and malleable. New follower, side quest, task fulfilled. Okay. Are the skulls now so obvious? Isabella's Black Market. I've been invited to a meeting in Old Town, arranged through the black market. This one is different. She is no simple awakened. It would be good to establish a relationship with her. We can lose 100 whispers or 100 gold. Not stolen goods. Yeah, they're not stolen, honest. Well, we can't afford any of this, so oh well. But the door is always open to us. Hello. Let us awaken more. Whisper the dark truths to them that they may, and here's our cult leader just standing nonchalantly, gazing this way. Or is he really? Or is that someone with an eye patch? It looks like an eye patch, perhaps. Hello there. And this one. Are we done? We do appear to have finished. All districts appear to have been explored. So presumably, we return. Wait. Do we have access to it? No, we have access to no other districts. Did we do what was required of us? We have a level. We have followers now. The sparrows. Adults don't know that we understand.
The past echoes loudest within my chambers.
Are they going to be following me on missions now? That would be pretty bonkers, wouldn't it? Wait. Dash plus 2, dash. I can merge. I can. I don't have crafting unlocked yet. Okay. We appear to have done that. How are we going to end there? Okay. Let's have a little more cunning. There we go. What else are we doing today? So we have our altar. Bit of madness. Mouse over the ascension bars to view the current bonuses and effects granted by the dead god's ascension. A divine craft is granted with every 20 ascension gained. Divine crafts can be used to construct god renovations in the sanctum. And that's probably what we should be wanting to do this early on. Nothing here, okay. The influence of the gods affects Aranthor's districts in various ways. A district, left-click a district to view current influence effects. So, there's these three, there's these three. Aranthor, none awakened per day. The influence of the gods affects tales and callings in various ways. High city districts will passive regain their native god's influence until the cult seizes control of the district. Each 10% of the dead god's influence grants one awakened per day. So we have the Old Town, Valor, Purity, and Knowledge. I see. We appear to still be okay, that's day, that's night. Got it. Back to the dungeon by the look of it.
How far the living gods have fallen.
The gods offered their blessings, and I chose accordingly. My tale began. 10 evasion, not a bad idea, to be honest. Mania, per any special activation. Okay, we can try that. Let's go that. Only the dead gods know what lies down this path. Wait, is there anything? Always worth checking. I discovered a hidden laboratory with shelves lining its walls, containing numerous flasks and beakers filled with alchemical concoctions. In the center of the room, a wooden table with fastened metal restraints and deep crimson stains stood testament to the atrocities and horrors that had befallen many. I shall search this place. I searched the room, and as I pondered adding a laboratory to the sanctum, I came across a valuable discovery, a number of relics, which I will take back with me to the sanctum. The sanctitum, yes. And the key. Unguarded armory. A fate undeserved. I will avenge their suffering. I encountered a group of starving, shivering refugees who beseeched me for aid. I could share a meal, rob them, or invite the strongest to join my cause, and leave the others. They were not good enough. That's kind of fitting with the madness theme here. Only one showed promise. The others had resigned themselves to their fate. Got a cultist, lost some loot, and sanity. A horde of rats, let's fight. Okay, let's just go big on the defense. We got the initial... No, we got the lifesteal. Okay, yep. They may inflict nasty conditions. There are many of them. Their eyes glisten in the dark. We can probably tackle this group. And we're almost ready for the level 5 push through to more dangerous sections. But we both should and shouldn't. So we can now pretty much progress to the second level of the dungeon or town when doing missions. But that doesn't mean that we should. If we avoid doing so frequently, we're going to end up in trouble and behind the learning curve. I want to put that armor on just to see if it is physically represented on future missions. That will have to wait, however.
The refrain of oblivion.
You got little X's on their eyes to make it look more like a cartoon. Okay, +2 per gift activate. We're not activating gifts though, that's the problem. The whispers guided me to gold, expertly hidden behind a loose stone. Let's head out. We'll try it. Requires chambers renovation, of course, fine. So we won't try it. We'll just fight it instead. I mean, this thing should have plenty of sanity, not because it's sane, but because it's so insane, it should be hard to shock it and make it feel vulnerable and mentally disturbed. Alright. And I think we'll head back to the den after this one. It's making that bubbling sound again. Is gaining block. We want to work our way through that. says meditation, dealing damage to us when it should only be lowering sanity. Strange. I mean, currently, bleeding aside, we're doing reasonably well here. Although, not necessarily that well, as it is dodging some of our attacks. Let's not gain another skill because most of them can't even be used yet anyway. We'll just focus on the main fight so that we can return to our lair with the proceeds and profits of this mission. There we go. Sure, we'll take that. Recommended level 5. We cannot see our current level, but I believe it to be 4. Or maybe, wait. 2, 3, 4. So we are probably level 5 now. But let's go back.
I am unused to the security the sanctum affords.
The insight bar shows the progress towards the next insight to unlock quests. Aha! Insight can be spent to unlock quests and progress the game. Story. Choose a quest to continue. Once a quest is active, the skull icon indicates that the quest can be found in the city. Travel to Aranthor and find the quest. Blasphemy of the Living Gods. The Shelter. The Excavation. Okay. Blasphemy of the Living Gods sounds pretty major. Oh, wait. Little ones, side quest, can we? Requires 20 Desire Ascension, 20 Wrath Ascension. That's probably 20 Madness Ascension. Requires to defeat a raid. Requires needs reaching 100. Requires faith reaching 50. That's quite low. Okay. So the excavation looks like it'll make us rich. The shelter looks like it will get us a safe place to hide, but we might need the money from the excavation to get that. Blasphemy of the Living Gods seems pretty major. Let's go for the shelter. I clicked it. Does that... seems to count. Who stole my robes? I think you should be pretty angry about that. And we still have access to... Okay, we have acknowledged the presence of these. Madness, double... Ooh, that is nice. So, I have said these cosmetic things cost supplies which we could be using for other things for the cult. It's nice to dress up the place and make it look pretty, but it would also be nice if these cosmetic things had some kind of bonus to them. Followed. For Prophet. Oh, Prophet. Unfortunate news from one of the disciples. They report that they've been followed to the sanctum by an unknown agent. There is no time for subtlety. I will handle this personally. Get a load of whispers and kill the guy. Violence will draw more attention. Coin for a blind eye. Or we can shatter their mind. I will show them the great web. Their fragile mind will forget our sanctum and everything else it once knew.
We are no match for the forces of the living gods. Yet.
The gods call me to service. My opportunity to guide their ascension and spread their influence is nigh. Open the Insight panel, unlock, and then complete a main quest. We've opened the Insight panel, we've unlocked a main quest. It might take us a while to complete it. We have new armor. Reduces sanity damage by 50%. Critical chance can't be lowered by enemies. Sure, we can go for that for a bit. We are level 4, so we can't really push on just yet. What now? I already did. Game. What, can I unlock another one? Can I have multiple open at once? Or are you just not going away until I've done it and completed it? Anyway, I think this is probably a good time to end the episode. I've been playing for a bit of a while, and I don't want to bore you all, so we'll be starting the next one soon, don't worry. For now though, I hope you've all enjoyed this episode, and I'll look forward to seeing you all come back as members of the flock, the congregation, to listen once more to the ravings of this mad nutter here behind the altar. Goodbye for now though, and cheerio everyone. Be well. Don't let the guards get you when you're sneaking out to our cult meetings.